first come up, make sure that you're in the correct position. This is where your left foot would be parallel to the baseline. You want to slant it a little bit at a diagonal, a little bit toward the right net post. And then this, the feet would be parallel with each other, and here would be diagonal. You want to make sure that they're in between so that you're comfortable shifting the weight back and forth. Okay, now you're going to make sure that you're in the right grip. Come up and make sure that you're in the right grip here, where if you looked at the bottom of your handle, you'd find the octagon. You could hold it in your left hand like this. Hold it right there, and look at the octagon there. Now you're going to make a crease in your right hand. I'll take the ball. Make a crease in your right hand between the thumb and the index finger. And then you're going to find that first left bevel there on the side of the racket. There's the right one, there's the left one. You're going to place that all the way down on the racket and reach your fingers up at a slant. Yep, there we go. And just make sure that it's on that line real precise. There we go. Good. Does that feel good? Okay. Now, the weight itself is going to sit in on the thumb here. Okay? As I've shown you before, you can't hold the weight with these fingers or just this one. The thumb, for your volleys and your serve, are going to be held with the bottom, with the thumb.
Okay.
Okay, you can't hold it with the bottom fingers, but you can do that for ground strokes. So you know which ones are dominant for ground strokes is the last three, and then the top two for volleys and serves and overheads.
Okay.
So you're going to hold that there and make sure that your wrist is nice and loose.
Okay.
So all your fingers will be wrapped around. It'll be snug in your palm, wrapped around and relaxed. Now you're going to make sure that you're holding the ball correctly. So these are all like the prerequisites before you even start.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to put it on video so you can see it. Okay. You might make it on the Instagram channel. No, wait, not me. Yeah, anybody but me. Take me off camera. Okay, so you're gonna this is the easiest way to do it. Take the ball in your right hand. But you're gonna have your left out, so just so I can show you with your left hand. You're gonna make this your left hand, then you're gonna spread your fingers, and then you're going to keep them straight and bring them toward each other. So you're gonna bring the palm toward itself. Then you're gonna place the ball in there, but you're gonna make sure that all fingers are touching, but none are gripping. So you're not gripping with the fingertips, but you're pushing with the middle knuckles. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now, that's completely straight. That's perfect. Now, when you come up to the line, if you place your feet where you want to, so go ahead. You making sure that your racket is in your hand correctly, able to shift that weight. Now we're going to sort of mirror each other. So you're going to place, imagine you're standing on a clock face. And here's 12 o'clock, and then there's 1 o'clock. You're going to put your arm toward 1 o'clock, but you won't start your toss up here. You start your toss down here, just in front of the knee, not to the side of it, just in front of the hip, so that you reach out toward 1 o'clock and go up the vertical zone of 1 o'clock. So now we're going to bounce on that zone too. 1, 2, 3 bounces, and then turn your hand so that you toss with your palm. Sorry, your palm to the side, and not with your palm up. And now, watch this arm. You're going to bring this up into a saluting position. That's perfect. And you're going to keep that there. Now, this is the biggest key to creating momentum on your serve. So you've done all the things that will set you up to take out a lot of the variability on your serve. What happens often is that we toss and then we're chasing our tosses. And then, even if you have a good toss, we're moving this too early, and then we've cut into our swing, we've lost momentum. So we want to hold this so that you can have all of that go into the ball in one swing. So what we're going to work on is that now that you're here, you're in the saluting position, and you know where you're supposed to bounce, you're going to reach up 1 o'clock and tilt back. Up and tilt. And you're going to tilt this way as you talk. Up and tilt. Up and tilt. Yes, and now you've noticed that your knees are bending. And your knees are bending at the right time. So often people come up and they do a sort of curtsy before and then toss, and that's meaningless because there's no knee bend is like pulling down on a string, a spring. You want that to go into the ball. So you're going to tilt back, and then when you're ready, you know you're ready when you're pointing at the ball. And then you go for it. So I point at it. From here, it does get a little complex, but that's why we're filming. Here, to get up to the ball, instead of just bringing my racket out, I'm going to bring my elbow up while holding onto the racket. So it makes this motion. I'm going to bring my foot, my hip, my shoulder, my elbow. Ready? Yes, exactly. And then I'm going to swing at the same time. Yes, but you're going to swing up toward the ball, not down toward the ground. Yep, now that you understand the motion, I'm going to give you a little flow exercise to do. So put this hand on your shoulder. I'm going to start this here. You're going to make a figure 8 movement. Whoop, you're okay. You're going to make a figure 8 movement. That will never stop. Go ahead. Ready? Go back with me. Here. There. There. Back. Here. There. There. Here. There. There. Back. Yes. Now let's go fast. Back. Yes. And faster. Good. But I want you to swing fast upwards. As soon as you drop, swing up. Yes. Loose it. Loose. Yes. Loose. Yes. Loose. Now I'm going to show you something. So say you practice that. Take a spot. Say you're going like this. And then all you add is the ball. So I stay nice and loose. Right? So you do that motion. And then the next one, you toss a ball and you start to learn the flow. So it's easiest to do it. That's called the shadow swing. So once you get all the things and you understand the steps that need to happen before you even toss the ball. So often we're trying to fix the serve before we can walk.
Yeah.
Right? We're trying to run before we can walk. So we want to make sure that we have those things set up. And we're set up for success because a lot of the stuff is just chasing the variables. Toss goes here, then I have to change everything to get there. Toss goes here, okay, the toss is great, and now I've changed this. And so you want to meet all those steps beforehand. Okay? Now, let's see.